babies, we're gonna do a channel. We're not gonna do a reading, we're gonna do a channel. I want to say, if you get triggered easily, or if you are not fully embodied within yourself and seek external validation, especially if you support or are part of the trans community, please get off, because I'm not trying to insult you, but you will probably be insulted by what I have to say because of the way that, if you're not, again, embodied within yourself, that life has beaten you down. So do with that what you will. Today we're going to be talking about men, biological men, wombless creations, being a mirage of reality, sent by the Eternal Mother, right? Of when you think of, like Father God and Mother Earth, it's supposed to be inverse. Earth is a place where it's inverted only because men exist. Okay, so if men, not saying we should, but like if men did not exist, it would be reality, which is Mother God and Father Earth, because masculine is provision, it's protection. So many other things, but just basic necessities, right? Like when we hear in the Bible where, I think in Matthew, God was like, do the birds worry about what they're going to eat today? No, they just live their life and food is found. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, be like a bird, like trust that provisions will be provided, right? Within that, right, there's a really deep conversation that a lot of people disagree with, especially those that are not embodied within themselves and take offense to their identity being challenged. I'm not telling you that you're not real. I'm not telling you that you're invalid. I'm telling you that your identity is being challenged for good reason. Okay? So, thing number one, anything that does not have a womb is fictional. Period. It is a mirage of reality. It is something to challenge, experience, destroy, consume, confuse. It is like when we talk about Earth being school, it is only school because men are here. That's it. If men did not exist, women would literally just create a reality where everything that we worry about wouldn't exist. They just gone instantaneously, because there would be nothing to challenge it. I talk a lot about how for example, this all ties in, so just bear with me. The dark feminine is the unbalanced version or the unhealed version of the divine feminine. Calm. I've had a lot of people try to shit on me for this until they took the time to realize it, and then they shot on me even more because they were like, well, listen. The dark feminine, which is a masculine energy in its core, it's a masculine energy. The dark feminine can protect because she recognizes fear. The divine feminine simply doesn't even give fear the opportunity to exist around her. Another way I can tie it into it is how people talk about witches and high priestesses. A witch can work with all the biological elements, all the natural elements, all the earthly elements, but a high priestess simply follows suit with universal laws and is simply like the bird, is simply provided for. She doesn't have to light a single candle. She simply says, and it is. The dark feminine is the witch. The embodied version, the enlightened version, the upgraded version, however you want to word it, of the witch, of the dark feminine, is the divine feminine, the high priestess. Now, with that being said, I wanna point out that excuse me, I got a little like dash and like where my desk is, so I had to like go over. Anyhow, everyone has their own journey for a reason. There's a lot of people that find out that they can be something more, which is their own journey to go through, and then get mad that they will not be in that journey in this life. Fight with God. You made this plan for yourself. If you don't believe in Akashic records or soul purpose or soul contract, cool. Talk to God. Some people are meant to be men. Some people are meant to be dark feminines, unbalanced dark feminines, even at that, for their entire life. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's power in that. There's purpose in that. The details, the bigger picture. You are the details. Without you, there would be no bigger picture. You really, I really want to emphasize the purpose and power of you existing in this mirage. The same way I talk about making spirituality your own. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us. If you are fighting with your character as a trans spiritual person, saying, oh, well, I can't do this because this is more feminine or this is more masculine. If you are a woman meditating and you find, if you're a trans woman meditating and you find that you can't focus or you can't do this, ask yourself, what is present? Men, biologically men, it doesn't matter what, meds and testosterone or estrogen that you take, biologically, right? Your body functions, no matter how much you change it, in a specific way. If you change it, you have to still ask yourself how your body functions. Just because you took testosterone doesn't mean all of a sudden you're going to be able to do breath work. Just because you doused yourself in estrogen doesn't mean that now all of a sudden movement and a sacral movement is the best way for you to meditate. Like, some people are still stuck in their energetic space. I talk about the chakra braid, where there's elements to you which are interwoven between the mind, body, and spirit. 7 chakras in each. Crown, third eye, throat, all this of the mind, of the body, and of the spirit. If your body changed its space and your chakras are now operating on a feminine frequency, where is your spirit? Where is your mind? Honor that within yourself, okay? With that being said, biological men are not tangible, but not real. In the bigger picture, they don't exist. They are created by, that's why God created man first because he needed something to test it. God created woman second. Mother God created woman second to correct the man. Yeah. The Mother God, right, sat with this awareness of something is wrong. Think of A Wrinkle in Time, like the it is chasing down planets. Something is wrong, not only on Earth, in the big picture. Mother God was like, hey, I know something that I can do to be able to work some things out so that I am indestructible. So that when this thing comes for me, it can't take me. Knowing its power and knowing my own as Mother God, right? So Mother God created Earth. Mother God said, I will work out all the kinks of all the things that this darkness, this consumption is giving me. There's like a shadow here. You can leave. That's crazy. It was like chills. Whoa. But I'm tripping now. You see, is that just... I'm not sure if it's just my TV. I might just be fucking tripping balls. Look. Anywho, I'm like, I see it like out here. I'm like, is that my TV? But no, I see it on my hand too. It's like extends out to here. Crazy, crazy. Anyhow. So Mother God created this space, and men were supposed to be the chess pieces. This is practice. This is working out the kinks. This is saying, okay, everything that you give to me, I will put here and I will work you. I will, like, it's literally working the darkness through embodiment of human beings. These fears, traumas, pains, consumerism, fascism, all the isms and whatever the fuck, none of it is real. It is all projection of the darkness, whatever is consuming, right? I've been channeling this for quite some time. I just feel fucking crazy because nobody else is talking about this. Nobody else is talking about the fact that Mother God is under attack, and Earth is the way that she is saying, fine. It's like a fine mesh strainer. I talk a lot about the, hold on now. Nice. The imagery of like cones, and it's like a colander of sorts, so that you can keep, you can, it's like saying Job. It's like Job, where Mother God said, sure, yeah, punish me, poison me, hurt me, violate me. That's like really freaking me out, man. You see the little floaties? Okay, thank you. Cause I was a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We're good. To say, okay, but you can't give it to us all at once. You can place a seed of hatred, a seed of fear, a seed of this, a seed of that. And if they allow it to grow, but it's like Mother God taking a bet on us. And men are the ones that have to go through it. Women literally don't. Woman don't. They can literally just fuck. There are indeed two energies, but men are not real in terms of this. I'm not saying men are evil or whatever it is, but you were given a difficult, like a back-breaking fucking task, which was to experience duality. I will always lead with respect for a man. Always. Respect is given, disrespect is earned. I'll always lead with respect, because wow, to be able to sit here, be like, you want to know what? I'm not even attached to this idea of who I am. I'm simply here to experience and be provision, to work through, to be proof that I can make it through and do da 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 da. That I can face, you know, because there's so many, like, energetically, men are trusted more with more violent things. You see like these chats, these Discord chats with 62 million men. Like, these men are not going to women saying, hey, I like to do A, B, and C. They're going to other men. You're looking for a place to feel safe, looking for a place to feel needed, wanted, because the hole inside literally is womb envy. The only way that you can cure it is to be completely like not attached, not detached, not attached to your reality, to the details, and the bigger picture. To be grounded, because two things can be true at once. This is where I come back to any trans community members that are, you can be a man or a woman if you were born opposite, still not deny your true essence and the bigger picture. One of the ways you cannot deny the bigger picture is to simply be a good human being. Don't give in to the darkness. That's literally the easiest way that I can say for a man to follow into the path that, like, don't do bad things. And this is not like, well, that's, what's the word I'm looking for? That's open to interpretation, what's bad. No, it's not. It's not. It really isn't. If it harms yourself or others, mind, body, spirit, crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral or root, in all three, if I make you feel mentally unsafe or physically block you from speaking your truth or spiritually overwhelm you, that's all hurting you. Don't do those things. That's 3 examples: mind, body, and spirit. That was what? Root, throat, and crown. Sometimes, especially in the ego of things, like, I'm a pretty girl, and I know that I'm a pretty girl. There's a lot of people that want me to not know I'm a pretty girl, that want me to bitch and moan and da-da-da, oh, man. I'm not scared of being a pretty girl. And there's people that want me to feel like it's bad to be a pretty girl, know I'm a pretty girl, and to be a pretty girl knowing I'm a pretty girl. Why? What's your damage? I just posted something. I was like, bring this back as a clap back. What's your damage? Who hurt you? Because men are here to simply experience. Women, create. Women should be creating life for men. Yeah, I know. That's a very controversial thing, but I'm not saying make babies or whatever. Like, you should be making the space, and men should be embodying themselves in it. One way that you can, like, make a space for men is, like, when somebody says something and everyone's quiet, shame them. That's a weird fucking thing to say. You bigoted bitch. Out loud. Out loud. Look them in the eyeballs and create the space of tension so that they can exist in that space. Women are meant to create for men. Men are meant to be able to sit and move through that space. That's it. You're not meant to do anything else. You're not meant to do anything else. Because you literally don't exist. Like, when you look at it, it sounds so invalidating, but when you connect to, I want to say, like, the truth of it, it's actually something that it's like, I word it like this. When I find a love that is aligned with me, they will love to see me curious. They will love to see me surprised. Like, oh my God, this is really happening, you know? They will love to see me expand. They will love to see me as a divinely created man. It should bring you joy. It should bring you power, confidence. It should bring you fulfillment to be able to exist in those spaces. Even if it's shame, it should be able to be like, wow, you're right. That was sexist. Or, wow, yeah, I really do invalidate people who are financially struggling. Or, I really do value money over whatever. Like, it should bring you joy. It should bring you peace. That somebody cared enough about you to create the space for you to be uncomfortable, for you to be angry, for you to be sad. Shit. Women are not meant to experience shit. They're not. Women are simply meant to regulate themselves, their body, in a way that allows them to create further. And men are simply meant to experience, and not saying all the bad things. Like, sometimes men are meant to experience because their essence matters. Their energy, their feelings matter. I talk about like witches and warlocks. Like, when a man, oh my God, it's like right above this. This is a bag. Right above this bag, it looks like fucking Spirited Away, No Face. Can you get out? Freaking me out, man. It's really quite beautiful when you allow yourself to be open to how it is and not how you perceive it. And it's so difficult because a lot of people focus on the details of life and they don't care about the big picture. And then they look at the big picture of life. Oh my God, yeah, I'm a Pleiadian, whatever the fuck, and I came to Earth to do. Big picture, you're lost in the sauce. Come back. You're still human. You're not fucking, this is where I talk about, if you've seen my videos, you see me talk about this quite some time. You are not the embodiment of these gods. You are not them. You are not them. You literally, like, unless it becomes very clear, you start fucking walking on water and you're born bright blue. Shout out to Jesus and Krishna. Like, unless there's very clear evidence that you are of this essence, I promise you, you're not. Just because you really, really like Poseidon, you're not him. You're. Go fucking talk to the Kraken for me. Kraken, however you fucking say it. And people are like, well. You sound like a little kid that starts changing the games or the rules of the game once you start losing. Please. It's sad. You are not them. You are not them. Please stop disrespecting Oshun by saying you are her. You are not her. You are not her. You can be connected to her essence. You can be working with her. You are not her. And that's okay. Within that, big picture. Big picture is post-life included. The details is life. The things that matter now. And then you can get even deeper in like capitalism and patriarchy and light bills and whatever the fuck. This is the energy. I'm not talking about the embodiment because the embodiment matters. But that's where you do your own healing energy work. Call me for a session. Yeah. Men are not real. It's not real. Like, you are real. but you're not real. And there's something really beautiful about that, because you literally don't have to carry it. You don't have to carry it. With a woman, like, it carries, it translates, it stores. And sometimes, like, men with, this is where we can get, like, real controversial with their penis, like, they are able to clear that. Sex is like, powerful shit. You're able to clear not only that energy, ancestral energy, oh yeah, like, whole big picture energy with a decent fuck. Especially if it's intentional. Oh, let's heal the world together. Men have a great, great purpose in life. And they're not fucking real. Big picture, not real. Details, yeah. And it's really interesting, because I think that I want to talk about this more. Eventually. I feel like I have all the knowledge that I have now, and I've shared most of it with you just now. But you should honor yourself at any given point. And not just like, yeah, I am me. Okay, but who is that? In what way? When you think of the, like, your spiritual throat chakra, is it run more through creation, a feminine energy, or provision, masculine energy? Your mental crown, your physical root. This shit gets, a lot of people are like, who has time for that? Clearly not you. Like, but it does get deep. And if you're able to tap into that without getting lost in the sauce and getting, you know, fucking into psychosis, like, yeah, smoke a blunt and figure your life out. Because it's really quite beautiful when you see all the dualities of what it is. It's kind of sad. You do have to grieve it. I mean, I grieved it a little bit when I had to realize, I was like, damn, I have to carry a lot more than people even realize. It's not just ancestral stuff and all these different things. Like, I'm literally tasked with continuously creating for people that fucking hate me, that would literally murder me in a second if they had the chance. And worse, even 62 million men, they would do worse. You understand? And they won't, thankfully. But within that, it takes a certain kind of grief. I mean, it really, like, it took me one of those cries that, like, hurt my heart, pulled my stomach in. You understand? Because it's sad. It really is sad. And once you get through all the emotions, once you get angry and sad and you laugh about it and you get into denial, you go through the stages, you know, whatever. There's a beauty in it. And I wish more people connected to it, because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, men aren't real. No. Because it's really such a beautiful thing to be a man. And then when it comes, to the trans community, like, you mastered living reincarnation. That's fucking insane. What? Okay. Which, again, I can't speak too much on that, but that essence is something powerful. Like, that is clearly, it was meant to happen, but it's something powerful within that. I don't know, maybe a part of me would really like to work with a trans member to be able to see how their energy has or has not shifted within their physical transitions, if they had physical transitions. But yeah, Much love. 30 minutes. Bye.